country, yeah. Okay, yeah. Flip-flop party, flip-flop party. I'm flexing in DC, and I'm dripping like I'm saucy. Flip-flop party, flip-flop party. I'm flexing in DC, and I'm dripping like I'm saucy. Feeling like Rocky, I'm feeling like Rocky. Bad boy swag, had me feeling real cocky. Went to Trader Joe's and your pockets looking sloppy. Yeah, I had to sacrifice and it really cost me. Went to Trump Plaza and start dripping in the coffee. Woke up in the morning and I made a cup of coffee. Had a lot of friends and I think they really lost me. Had all the mastheads tweaking like a zombie. 9 years later, ain't forgot about Benghazi. Yeah, they tried to kill me like Omar Gaddafi. Yeah, I'm at the finish line. I did the Ricky Bobby. Dictator Donnie had me shooting at the Nazis. Took a trip down under and I turned into an Aussie. Kangaroo swag had me jumping like an athlete. Yeah, I beat the race and I started at the track meet. Rolling down 65, I'm headed down the back streets. Flip-flop party, flip-flop party. I'm flexing in DC and I'm dripping like I'm saucy. Flip-flop party, flip-flop party. I'm flexing.
Say, Chad, that beat all the way retarded.
Yes. We back in the building, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Let's get it. Where y'all at? Live and direct. We streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Yeah. Let's get into it. Y'all see the title. Antonio Brown faces attempted murder, y'all. This boy been on a run ever since he shot that dude in Miami. Now we go into the analytics of this case, because the reason why the microscope is on Antonio Brown is because he was a big-time Trump supporter, y'all. I mean, he was a big-time Trump supporter, but he was a do-dirty. He was overall a good guy, but I think he just did something stupid. But they saying he was on the run for attempted murder. Yeah, at the celebrity boxing event. So they scheduled this boxing event, and I guess when they was outside, shit start to pop off. And by the way, we got to talk about these meat prices. You see that? $273 a pound for a good ribeye. You go work. You go work all day. Yeah, you go work all day for a good ribeye. Yeah, I went and got some meat today. I went grocery shopping today, and guess what? I didn't get that tomahawk steak I wanted. I didn't get it. I'm poor. I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm the working poor, y'all. I could have got it, but it wasn't worth it. Why pay for meat when we don't even know if it's real? Yeah, it's that mystery meat, family. Bill Gates, USDA. And like I said, nobody's paying for this shit. People mad because Trump went to Venezuela and getting the meat from Venezuela, because these American cattle farmers, they spiking the prices too. So Trump goes shop wherever it's cheaper. This is a system failure. People go find out why the meat prices is too high. And like I said, when the meat price is too high, man, people start eating their own. Yeah. We went into a whole documentary called Cannibalism at Jamestown. People got so hungry in Jamestown in 1610, they started eating each other. Yes, they really started eating each other, y'all. Ezekiel, what does it say? Let me get this off the screen. Ezekiel 9:10. Therefore, in your midst, your parents will eat their children, and the children will eat their parents. I will inflict punishment on you and scatter your survivors to the winds. This is in Ezekiel, family. And the thing is, that's what's happening now. And allegedly, I heard they putting all kind of human DNA in the McDonald's patties. Yes, yes, DNA in hot dogs. They find DNA, and that's where some of these missing kids end up at. The meat grinder, the meat factory. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's get into this video right quick. Because it's a lot of blackies getting in trouble. The black department is fried. Look at your boy Rod Wave, reportedly arrested last night on gun charge in Atlanta. See, they're not even doing music. They're not even entertaining no more. They just getting in trouble. And the thing is, it's sad to say that these high profile celebrities, they get all this money and then they start getting into trouble. And yes, I believe it is the culture. It is the culture. And white people's right, man. The white folks ain't always wrong, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Everybody got a little truth when it comes to certain uh what do they call it? Certain stereotypes. There's a little truth to certain every stereotype. So I don't know why people wanna get their panties in a bunch. That's just weird to me, man. People get their panties in a bunch. Eh, you got to be able to articulate yourself. Sometimes you might have to pull up historical documents to explain stuff, but yeah, it is what it is. Now let's get into what your boy Antonio Brown did. This Antonio Brown, okay, because his black ass is wanted, and him being a Trump supporter, they go try to get his ass. They go try to get his black ass. And I'm gonna have to pull this up. Hold on, let me pull this up. But let's get into the video as well. Let's get into the video right now. That's him right there in that brown. That's why his name is Antonio Brown. He looked like a damn UPS worker. He looked like a damn UPS worker. They said fire the cameraman. Yeah, that's a bad camera job. Brown allegedly punched a man at a celebrity boxing event, grabbed the security guard's gun. So he grabbed the security guard's gun, fired 2 shots as he ran towards the man, grazing his neck. The incident reportedly occurred just after midnight in May 6th in Little Haiti. In a little, I heard Little Haiti was a bad neighborhood, and his warrant $10,000 for his arrest. Oh, he was under house arrest. I guess he broke his house arrest bracelet in it. Hold on, because we're about to go into some other. Because he got his black ass popped up in Dubai. Antonio Brown apprehended in Dubai. They went all the way to Dubai to go get his ass. Will face attempted murder charge in Miami. Boy, 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 boy. And we go get into uh, this meat price fixing because it ain't Trump's fault. I know people, oh, it's Trump's fault. They like to point the finger at Trump. Like, man, come on, man. There's still some evil entities that's floating around fixing the scales. Yeah, they fixing the prices. And they said something that like that in the Bible too. They said once they start altering the scales, the prices. That's another sign of the times. That's another sign of revelations. So, former NFL star Antonio Brown chose Friday not to consent his extradition from New Jersey to Miami after he was apprehended by U.S. Marshals in Dubai on Thursday. His arrest came nearly 5 months after a warrant was issued on an attempted murder charge stemming from an altercation outside a celebrity boxing match. He fled to Dubai, y'all. Yeah, he in trouble. He in trouble. Let's get into this. Trump accuses meatpackers of fixing these damn meat prices. That's why when you go to the grocery store, your ribeye costs $40. $40 for a ribeye. 35, 40. Hyperinflation, y'all. So the thing is this good or bad? Because the thing is, if it's this high, we shouldn't be eating it anyway. You see what I'm saying? We should not be. They said the body only needs one meal, and then when you tap into the religious sector, Jesus said that a man cannot eat off bread alone. So you could be fat as hell, but spiritually starving. That's why a lot of people crash out with a lot of money. Antonio Brown, Rod Wave, we could count on our hands and toes. We could pull, you know what I'm saying? It's called balance. And I don't think there's a lot of balance in this meat. Because guess what? Dr. William L. Hutton, a brief sterilization of the feeble minded. Now, the thing is, when we pull this up, Bill Gates, let's pull this up. Bill Gates, he's in the sterilization, fixing the meat prices. Bill Gates wants you to eat fake meat. That's why the meat is so high, because they know people is addicted to this. There's some additives in it that make people addicted, but it's artificial. Everything's artificial. And don't listen. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. When they pull up shit like this, we already know Bill Gates injecting the meat. So I don't know why they put these firewalls in here to say, "Oh man, this is fake." No, this is not fake. He's on demon time, y'all. Brody's on demon time. They say cancers found in meat are totally harmless to humans. False. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So he's in the lab grown, and this lab grown also alter your DNA. You see, this all ties in with the food stamp uh, operation. So they give food stamps to unhealthy people, and they go buy the meat at Walmart. But it's proven that the meat at Walmart is not real meat. This is not real meat, y'all. So guess what? The farmer, they're doing a disservice. They're working with the FDA. And guess what? Guess what, family? It's Thanksgiving. And guess what they was doing to the turkeys? Illegal migrants were screwing the turkeys. Yes, they was. We did an episode on it last year. I do an episode on it every year about these damn turkeys. So I suggest you not to get butterball. I suggest you not to get butterball this year, sir, because you might have some migrant semen coming out that butterball. For real. Every time I do, matter of fact, I posted a reel of one of my shows on Facebook last year. Man, that shit went viral. That shit got like 500,000 views off that reel. Yeah, every year we do the turkey episode. And they had the migrant on their own video screwing the turkeys. Yes, they did, sir. And guess what? People bought Butterball. Now you got migrant DNA. And when you go check your DNA, now you an immigrant. They go say, oh, well, you came from Mexico. Shit. They go think you came from Mexico. But yeah, let's pull up this, family. Let's pull up this video talking about the inflation because they inflated the meat too. Trust me, they inflated the meat with all kind of steroids. Okay, they turned the frogs gay too. They sure did. They turned the frogs gay. And let's get into what they got to say.
Rose by 3% year over year in September and by 0.3% month over month. This report was due to come out last week, but was delayed. You guessed it, due to the ongoing government shutdown. We got our economic dream team. There we go, our Bobble boys, NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Chung, and Investopedia's editor.
You could tell. What is this? MNBC. You could tell they eat soy meat on that channel. You could tell they like Starbucks and shit. But this is their, inflation watch. Sometimes they telling the truth, sometimes they not. But the thing is, when it comes to this inflation, we all know it's real because we see the prices. And they spiking the meat. They are spiking the meat, y'all.
Chief Caleb Silver, thanks to both of you. Always great sports, but you do have your own graphics, so that's pretty cool. Okay, Ryan, let's start with you. Over at the big board, walk us through the numbers.
Yeah, well, the numbers show us that inflation is showing prices rising in this country still. Again, what we're talking about here, it was a 0.3% increase on a month-to-month basis. That's between August and September. But economists like to look at the yearly rate of inflation. How much did prices rise between September of this year and September of last year? And that figure is 3%. That was a little bit lower than what economists had expected. In fact, one economist I just heard from said that this was a surprisingly weak inflation report, which is a good thing.
Now, the thing is, they're giving us all these damn numbers. Fuck the numbers. Because the thing is, when we go into the grocery store, we see this. I don't care about no 0.1. See, the thing is, this whole meat price is on the pennies. That's how they make their money, off pennies off the dollar. So we're not gonna. I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, okay? We just want to see what Trump said. Let's pull up what Trump said Friday. This was Friday. The Trump administration said Friday it would launch an investigation into whether major meat packing companies are illegally funneling beef markets amid soaring prices. And yes, they did. And I seen this on Truth Social too. I said, man, let me see what's going on with these. Because the thing is, I want a good ribeye. Shit, a good ribeye costs about $12, $13. It should cost about $12, $13, family, for a nice ribeye. A 3-pack of New York strip steaks are $60 right now, sir. $60. You might as well get a whole damn cow and chop it up yourself. You might as well get a whole cow. But let's continue to read. In a Truth Social post, President Donald, you know what? I like saying his name, but due to the algorithms, I have to say 47 and 45. So, in the Truth Social post, 4745, without evidence, of course they go say that. Of course they go say, oh, the president got all the damn evidence. The president got all the evidence. Without evidence. How can, well, like his clearance level is higher than the reporter reporting on this shit. He goes say without evidence. That's how I know they just they speak blasphemy on 45 and 47. And the thing is, if you speak blasphemy on 45 and 47, you wind up cursed. Y'all notice that? Everybody winds up cursed somehow, some way. Either whether you're on either side. I've seen people curse that are diehard Trump supporters. I have. They fell too far right. They was not balanced. You cannot be too far right or too far left, or you'll collapse. I told y'all this years ago. And when you explain this to Johnny Come Lately, you appear to be disgruntled. But guess what? A lot of people gonna have the last laugh. Trust me. A lot of people had their eyes on both sides, fam. A lot of people really have archives of how people acted throughout the years. But let's get into it. So companies are driving up the meat prices of beef throughout elite collusion, price fixing, and price manipulation. Minutes later, Attorney General Pam Bondi posted on X that a Justice Department investigation, see, they on their ass. They on they ass, family. Yes, they are. See, 45. See, 45. See, that's why he shut the damn food stamps down. Because guess what? These beef manufacturers are not going to get any food stamps from the federal government. It's way larger than just the prices going up. See, they trying to tax before they go out of business. Trump about to put a lot of shit out of business, and guess what? Food stamp go open back up, but he putting a pause on anything, on everything. And the thing is, I don't know why folks are complaining about food stamps, especially if you're black, especially if your ass is black, because Malcolm X, Martin Luther King said you don't need food stamps. But if you fast forward to 2025, you see a lot of people complaining. See a lot of people complaining. So minutes later, Pam Blondie, yeah, she on that ass, taking up the lead partnership with the Department of Agriculture, family. All right. Also, it says let's just go ahead and read. It says Trump popularity has declined, which we all know that's a well. I'm gonna be honest with you. It has and it hasn't because you've had Trump supporters that have hopped off the bandwagon, dog. That's why I said the right is lightweight, losing their influence, but the core believers ain't going nowhere. But you know, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in life, politics will not affect you, especially if 45 and 47 is in office. Everything is going to be okay, especially if you're doing what the Bible tells you to do. If you're doing what Christ tells you to do, you are okay. But people are not aligned with the straight and narrow, which they call Christ. People are not balanced. Okay? People are not balanced at all. This is why when things get revealed, people get real disgruntled. People start pointing the fingers. But in all reality, their life is in shambles. For real. I've noticed it with my own two eyes. But people will be going through something in their personal life. People will be, oh man, I got a cold. Oh man, it's Trump's fault. Then I got a what? What did you say? Yeah, it's I got a cold because of white supremacy. What? That's a whole nother topic right there, brother. But like I said, I've seen people show their ugly faces on both sides. But despite the high customer beef prices, beef packers have been losing money because the price of cattle is at a record high. But who's setting the damn prices? Who's tipping the scales? Goddamn Antichrist. Bill Gates. He tipping the scales. He tipping the scales too. They're not getting any more federal money from Trump until everything is cleaned up. until everything is cleaned up, family. And let me go back here. Let me share this video. See what Trump says.
The ranchers for 35 years have done very poorly. The cattle people, they've done very, very poorly. And now they're doing well, but the price is up. So what I can see happening is we're going to take some beef because I have to get the price down. I want to get, most prices are down. If you look at energy and all the...
And he being honest. He being honest. He said we go take some heat for it. Because at the end of the day, it does fall on the back of the president at the end of the day. But it's not gonna be easy when this table flips. It ain't gonna just be easy, man. Prices gonna be up and down. And then they go steady out just like the gas prices. The gas prices was fluctuating ever since 45 and 47 got in office. But as you can see, shit, I know in Louisville, Kentucky, where I'm at, that shit been 250, 240, 239. I seen that 220 one time. That shit been steady for the last month, you know. I said, yes, he's doing it. I said, he's really doing it. People going out again. I've been going out, seeing a lot more people riding around. Okay? It's just starting to look like 1996 out this bitch. It is. He turning this thing right back to 1996, y'all. That was when America was great again. The 90s, like the mid 90s. Let's get into it.
I have things down, but beef is high. And the cattle ranchers are doing good. They backed me from day one. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that they don't get hurt. But we have to also make sure that I get the prices down. I want to get the prices down like I did with eggs, like I did with lots of others. We had a couple of them where...
Yeah, he sure did get the eggs down. You see liberals, they're not complaining about no damn eggs now. But if you want that grass-fed Wagyu meat, you go pay an arm. If you want that grass-fed Wagyu, you go pay the arm and a leg. I don't think that Bill Gates meat coming down. I'm gonna be honest with you. But the real meat, it gotta come down. The real meat gotta come down, and the fake meat go up. Okay? Because at the same time, you paying the price, and they sterilizing your ass with all kind of pesticides. So the fruit got pesticides on it. See, some people try to turn vegan. Remember, a lot of people try to turn vegan, but they were spraying pesticides on the meat. They were spraying, pesticides on the plants and shit. So you think you go lose weight by eating collard greens and berries on your life and walnuts? Yeah, Bill Gates got something for your ass too. You think you shopping at Whole Foods is any different from shopping at Walmart? Maybe slightly a little bit different, yeah, but they got stuff in there that'll kill your ass too. Yeah, all kind of black seed oils and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into what 45 and 47 gotta say.
When I first took over, eggs were double and quadruple what they were. That was Biden's fault. A lot of this is Biden's fault too. And
Biden was screwing the chickens too. They said Biden killed over 100 million chickens, fam. 100 million chickens, family. And in New York, yeah, them small hats was, man, look, let's pull up this video. The small hats was killing the chickens, man. Let me pull this up. I'm not shitting you. They was killing chickens in New York. They was killing chickens in New York, family. Let me pull this up. And it's a whole ritual. They got a whole ritual of killing chickens. They smashed it. They smashed the damn chicken's head on the table. They was out here doing this shit in New York, family. And no wonder why the chickens got Wuhan virus in it. Yeah, they was at the wet mark too. Slamming chickens, fam. Yeah, we did a whole episode on this too. But do you want your chicken slam on a damn table? Hell no. Hell no. Hold on, here. Let's pull up this video. Let's pull up this video because hold on. There's two videos. But these are what the chickens look like. And I bet you some of this shit. Look, this chicken look already cooked right here. With it, they got sores on it. They got all kind of sores. Uh, and this is where you get that bird flu at. And I bet you, I had got some chicken from Walmart and I popped it open. It was already spoiled. I don't know what we gonna have. We gonna have to do. Find some type of alternative. Shouts out to Lady Patriot on Rumble for tapping in. Shouts out to Lady Patriot. Yeah, I was warning y'all about them damn turkeys, them butterball turkeys. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Lady Patriot. How about yourself? I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving, but I don't know if I want to eat these turkeys or not, because that might be the next psyop to try to kill everybody. We go put poison in the turkeys, because you know the people that don't have food stamps, they go starve during Thanksgiving, and the people that have money, we go eat during Thanksgiving, but they go kill us because we running out getting all the infected meat. Watch, they got something else up their sleeve. They got something else up their sleeve. I bet you. I bet you they do. They go put it in a turkey or the ham. Yeah, but I'm doing good. Just getting ready for the holidays. Took the kids shopping today. Got them thick winter jackets. We supposed to have some type of freeze coming in from Louisville through Kentucky. I don't know where are you from. Where are you from, Lady Patriot? Thanks for the shout out. Pass on the turkey. Yeah, I might. I don't know. We might skip. I don't know what we go make. I don't know what the main course might be. We might cook duck. We might cook duck, but you know, we might cook some type of meat, but it ain't gonna be no bush meat. Okay, it ain't gonna be no monkeys. Man, I don't know if you seen those videos of them Africans. Man, they eat all kind of bush meat, monkeys. I've been seeing a lot of that on. It's been popping up on my timeline. I'm like, why am I seeing all these Africans eating monkeys, like barbecuing monkeys? Hell yeah, I'm not. I'm not. The thing is, people got to lay off certain. Uh, Shouts out to Texas. Shouts out to the Longhorns. I think they come on tonight. I think I put about $100 on the Longhorns. Come on, Longhorns. Come on, Longhorns. The Longhorns. They've been playing off and on this season. They ain't really been consistent, with that quarterback. But let's get back on topic. So I don't know what people are gonna do this year. I don't know if people are gonna starve or what, because I didn't see no mass exodus into no Walmart, because remember we did the episode about Walmart, people going into Walmart. I don't know what day they planning on doing it, but it didn't happen November 3rd. Now look, let's look into this, because if it's gonna be another outbreak, they're gonna have to kill another 100 million chickens. And we all know Biden, he slaughtered 100 million chickens. And every time 45 and 47 get in office, we have some type of plague. They try to hit us with some type of plague. But I think during 2020, during you know what, we kind of broke out of that psyop And a lot of people who took that hook, line, and sinker, yeah, they found out the government was really corrupt years later, but it was already too late. They already drunk the Kool-Aid. Yeah, remember Jim Jones, the Christian pastor? Yeah, remember he gave his congregation that Kool-Aid? They all drunk the Kool-Aid. Some people drunk the Kool-Aid on both sides. And some people are having reactions. But the thing is, I heard they was injecting that, you know what, in the meat. Did y'all hear about that? So if you didn't take it the first way, they was gonna get you anyway. Yeah, they injecting. Remember them animals? They was having COVID. That word is sacred. You're not supposed to say that word. People walking around acting like 2020 never happened. You notice that? It's the damn Truman. It's the Truman Show for real.
Well, millions of chickens are facing the chopping block after bird flu hits an Iowa farm. The farm in Sioux County has to kill about 4.2 million chickens. According to the Department of Agriculture, more than 92 million birds have been killed since the outbreak started in 2022. Meantime, the CDC says
See, he was going around poisoning many Americans as possible before Trump got in office. So what did Trump got to do? He got to stop all. He go stop people from killing themselves. But on a lower level, people want to buy this stuff. People want to buy. It's bad. It's not good. Let this shit. If you go kill yourself, do it for cheap. Basically, lower the price. But people working 10 hours a day just to buy this. People actually work 10 hours a day to buy this to feed their whole family. And then guess what? They got piece it out leftovers 3 or 4 days. By that time, the meat smells like fart. By that time, the meat smell like fart. So a lot of Americans is getting a bad end of the stick. And I'm not gonna lie, at a lot of these food pantries, man, the food be spoiled, y'all. The food be spoiled at these food pantries. Now, every time I wake up and go get coffee, I gotta ride by the food pantry, and guess what? The food pantry is down like 4 miles deep. 4 miles deep just to get, you don't know what you go get. You don't know what you go get. That's why I said during the Biden administration, you was supposed to be getting your ducks in order. Because when 45 come back in, he go make cuts. He's gonna make massive cuts. And if you ain't mentally and spiritually ready for that, it's gonna hurt. Like everybody should have had their finances in order. I told people to get in relationships, start families, because that's what's saving people. That's what's actually saving people. Man. Sometimes it be like that, but this was that whole 4 years was obligated for people to get themselves in line because the thing is Trump is gonna have to fix this stuff, but it's not gonna happen overnight like people thought it was. People thought it was gonna happen. Yeah, at one point I was getting a bad end of the stick. Life got up and downs. Life is a roller coaster. So you might be bad one day, next day you might be floating in heaven. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I gotta give y'all words of encouragement because I've been down bad before too. It just don't stay that way. So I think we pretty much combed over everything. I was gonna fire up another episode later on tonight. Allegedly, they found the Democratic bomber on January 6th. Allegedly, she's an officer, y'all. Yeah, they said they found her. She's a Capitol officer, but she was the lady that they identified. Yeah, I'm trying to make the thumbnail now, so we go segue back into that episode. and find out some more dirt. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you share and like the video. Make sure you sub up. If you want to support the show, hit the Cash App. Y'all got my number. Plug me in. We go live every day. I'm out. Love y'all. Shouts out to Lady Patriot for tapping in. We out.